Exactly.
He wants to play the drum. Are you gonna help scoop? Go help Dad scoop. Do you not? Can you help Daddy? Can I help Daddy? Okay. Should we keep some of the seeds? Do you like pumpkin seeds, Amy? No.
She doesn't like the smell of pumpkins.
Well, pumpkin seeds don't smell like pumpkin. Do they?
Well,
I don't think so. That's so weird.
Stash on your face, buddy. Can you growl for Mom? Come here and show Mom your mustache. Show Mom your mustache, Zach. Did you get it?
Zach, come here. Come get your pumpkin.
Zachary. Uh-oh. Here, you need this, buddy. Put that in there. You need to put it in your pumpkin. Yeah, come here, buddy. Put in your pumpkin. Put it in there. Let's go.
Growl at me. Look at Mommy. There's your little tail.
Put it in your pumpkin.
Look at Mommy. Hey, Zach. Growl at me one more time. Where's your pitchfork? Show me the pitchfork. Okay, we're off trick-or-treating. Zach shine the flashlight. It's our punk guy. Oh! Too dark. Where's your horns?
Sure.
You gotta put your hood on. Now growl at me.
Mom.
Don't be scaring me. Oh, don't scare me. Hey, you devil. Tail.
Mom. Let's peek at it and get Mom.
Don't peep on me. Peep-eye.
This.
Don't scare me. Tita.
There. Zachary, come on.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's because we have new light bulbs now. It's perfect. Zach, you want the candy? Zach wants the big treats.
Growl like a tiger.
Can you hold that? So we can rummage through it. There's my two devils. One is dressed up like a devil and one is not, but they're both still devils. Zach, scare me.
Let's get my brow. Get her brow.
Zach, did you see trick-or-treaters come to the house all dressed up like clowns and stuff? Did you see those guys? He doesn't care about anything but our treats that we're giving away. Do me a scratch face. Let me see you do scratch face. Say bye-bye. Can you tell me bye-bye? Turn that down just for a sec. Can you tell me bye-bye? Uh-oh. Tell me bye-bye. You are a little devil. Zach, can you say I? Love. Say love. Say love. Now say you. Say you. Bye-bye.
You moved?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Would you please do that again? All right, I'm going to, this is for Amy, because, and then I have to make a copy for me. We have about 2 minutes, and
This
we
is
need
our
to
engagement
first.
dinner, Amy.
Yeah, this. All right, Charles, would you please introduce the lovely lady on your
Yes,
left?
this is my future bride, Deanna Joy Flowers.
Yay! And what is on her finger? I need to zoom in.
Well,
If you could
there's-
put that near the
There's
candle for me.
There's a
Oh,
little
it's sparkling.
cubic zirconia ring here.
All right. All right.
All right, and what are y'all's plans?
What are our plans?
Oh, I just said she's my future bride.
Future? Oh, okay.
that's-
That's good.
Pretty much says it all, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, Charles, you seem to be very unhappy. I'm sorry.
I am.
And Joy's
Cheering
moved
him up
to.
as much as I can, right, Charles? Making him work and forget his sorrow, right?
Very good.
On the way, Amy. I'm the worst correspondent in the world.
Amy is the worst correspondent.
She sent me a beautiful card.
Oh, did she?
I loved it. Yeah, and a picture of Zach.
Oh, how
And herself
nice.
with her hair all over her face, so I couldn't see. But it was good. She did. Beautiful blonde hair, and then there's Zach.
Oh, Lord.
Tell her all about it.
All right.
So,
And on this, we're going to close and say congratulations to the two of you.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Let's pan here for a
I'm
moment.
lucky.
Wait a minute. Repeat that, please.
I'm a lucky woman, really.
Not as lucky as man I am.
My God, I can't take it. I can't
Do
take
it.
it. I can't
I
take
will.
this. My name is Ron Hall, and I have a book here called Word and Spirit, Kierkegaardian Meditations on Irony, Speech, Music, and the Demonic. I'd like to do a brief reading from this book that I wrote. The self is a relation that relates itself to itself, or is the relations relating itself to itself in the relation? The self is not the relation, but is the relations relating itself to itself. Thank you very much.
I'm Richard Kiley. Join us for the story behind the story. Story behind the story of the day the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Mars Bluff, South Carolina. (1945). The atom bomb ends the Second World War and the Cold War begins. 10 years later, fear of the bomb had turned into atomic fever.
Duck and cover. Duck and cover. He did what we
By
all
today's
must
standards, the
do.
preparations bordered on the absurd.
And you. Duck and cover.
At the height of the Cold War, the question seemed not so much if the bomb would be dropped, but when and by whom. Imagine for a moment this isolated farm in Mars Bluff, South Carolina, as ground zero in an atomic blast. On March 11th, 1958, it very nearly was. But the Russians didn't drop the bomb. We did. In official military jargon, the incident at Mars Bluff was dubbed a broken arrow. Thankfully, safeguards were in place and there was no nuclear explosion. But March 11th, 1958 was surely the most peculiar day of the Cold War. The day the United States Air Force accidentally dropped the bomb on South Carolina. "3:53 p.m., 4 B-47 strategic bombers left Hunter Air Base in Savannah, Georgia. The squadron was assigned to a training mission intended to simulate combat conditions. Suspended in each bomb bay was an atomic bomb. Mars Bluff, South Carolina, population less than 500, lay 200 miles to the north, directly in the squadron's flight path. Within 30 minutes, the bombers would be over a farm belonging to Bill Gregg, a longtime resident. That afternoon, Bill and his son were in the garage working on the family car.
We're gonna clean it up real good.
Bill's wife, Effie, was at her sewing machine in the dining room. In the front yard, Bill and Effie's 2 daughters were having a tea party with their cousin, Ella Davies.
You want some more?
That one's flying low, huh?
At approximately 4:15 p.m., the bomb lock circuit in one of the planes suddenly malfunctioned. The bomb shook loose and broke free. The explosion carried the force of 5,000 pounds of dynamite. The nuclear material necessary to trigger an atomic blast was still on board the B-47, securely locked in its safety container.
Right after the explosion, I thought that this small plane fell and blew up. I had no idea of anything else. So I didn't even go back to the hole to look to see what had happened or anything about it.
I do not recall coming out of the house. According to the trail of blood that I left in the house, it seems that I roamed around in several rooms, the living room and the kitchen, trying to find my way out. And I finally got out of the house.
I don't recall what I actually did from the moment it hit until I was in front of the house, running, crying, very upset. I was injured.
A passing motorist took the Greggs to a nearby hospital. Luckily, no one was seriously injured. The Gregg family had no idea what had happened until a reporter called at 7 p.m. and told them that their farm had taken a direct hit from an atomic bomb.
Well, of course, I was shocked and surprised. You just don't have anything of that nature happening to you. Well, I don't think I ever recall of hearing a bomb dropped on American soil until that day.
Ground Zero was just 150 feet from the Gregg home. The blast opened up a crater 35 feet deep and 75 feet across. Bomb fragments were scattered for a quarter of a mile, and 5 nearby houses were damaged. At the Mount Mizpah Baptist Church half a mile away, the shock wave shattered windows and overturned pews.